The idea of community development seeks to empower individuals and groups of people with the skills they need to effect change within their communities. In the suburb of Lagos State, the Dopemu Agege Youth Wing in Agege local government area organized a town hall meeting to discuss voters' education for inclusive, informed, and ethical participation.
As you can see behind me, this is Dopemu Town Hall meeting where we'll be speaking on several issues affecting the community. So it's a SUSO project that is focusing on governance, especially under governance, we're speaking on voters registration, youth participation in decision making, community mobilization. Why are we doing all of this? To just bring young people to be inclined with issues affecting the community and how they can provide sustainable issues to them. As you could see, we had a representation from different aspects. We had from the markets, we had from the union, we had from the youth council representative, the UCDA of the community. Their representation too were on seats, and with the good people of the community, especially young persons too, as majority. So it's needed for us to actually sit down, look at issues and see how we can come in as young persons with the community to see how we can bring about social economic changes in the area.
Key progressive players in Agege engaged in discussions centered around permanent voters card sensitization, youth involvement in decision-making process, and security.
Presently, the fact that electioneering campaign is almost starting, it is palpable in the air that any moment from now, electioneering campaign will start. In our own little way, we are trying to sensitize, get information across to the youth, to the populace, and we are equally making sure that a kind of socialization, political socialization, we encourage it amongst our youth so that they will really know they need to participate in election, they need to vote, they need to go for the best party, and they need to know what is on ground regarding political aspiration and how to move the country and the community forward at the same time.
With what took place here today, like I said here, I'm one of the brains behind this program. You understand me? Apart from this, there are some other programs that I personally have been involving, talking to the youth, taking youth out of the street, most especially on the aspect of drugs. Because, when you consume all this, when you abuse drugs, automatically you will not be useful to yourself, to the society, and to the Nigeria at large. So we are really, really clamping down on this. Then on the aspect of security, that I believe that most people that are involved are also youth. Okay? To be honest with you, what we are experiencing now is just the accumulative effect of what has been happening in the past. For the past few years now, let me say probably 3 years, things are changing. Things are really, really changing. But it's only that, people are expecting something magical, and we politicians, we are not magic. We would like to follow a gradual process, and that's what we are doing. If you look at our surrounding, compared to what happened last year, the rate at which guys are consuming drugs is very different now. So, and believe me, by this time next year, it's still going to be, we will see a lot of progress as well.
Concerning the youth, we are trying to bring them into the politics and into the project as per area of trying to educate them the usefulness of the youth in the community. Because most of our youth these days, they don't like to get involved in politics or involved with the community. So we are trying to educate them concerning all these projects that maybe they can come into politics. So that is one. So they can even be an apostle, so they can relay information to other people.
Whenever any youth is having any issue with their voters card, in registration or revalidate of their voters card, they should just call me or they meet one of the representatives in each zones. At least the issue will be solved.
The women spoke up on issues regarding gender inclusion in politics and community developments.
For that of office, I've always involved myself in it. The limitation that I have is, one, And you see me, I sit and stand with the men. So for that reason, for equality, I'm always there with them. But I give them their respect. So to that, there's no limitation. But the only thing that is really making me to pull back is because female are not involved. I've always tried to bring in female into it. But you look at the culture, the religion, the tradition, that is what they will tell you that is pulling them back. If more female can join, honestly, it will go a long way. The men, they're always ready to encourage us. But women are having the tendency of not really coming out.
I really appreciate it, Agege and Lagos State as a whole. In order for us to get the Lagos State, thank God for the Lagos State governor. The Lagos State have trained, go outside there to train our teachers for what we call Ekwese. There is something called Ekwese. That Ekwese, each teacher was given a tap in order to improve the education system in Lagos State as a whole, which affects our own end here. Again, apart from all this, you see, we expose them to extracurricular activities like sports. If you look at Agege, this year 2022 athletic competition, we won 22 medals and 2 gold at Surulere. We won 22 medals and 2 gold because of their preparation, the way we have allowed them to involve in sport activities in order to keep them busy. So they will know that after the reading habit at home, the next thing is for them to involve in, so they will not be able to join all those Awawa boys and everything. So we have been keeping them peace and we have been seeing results.
My work is to mobilize the women. It is time for women to come out. It is time to speak our voice. We need women inclusion in politics. This is not the time for women to be relegated to the back door. So what I do as a woman leader in my community, Dopemu Agege, is to go out, tell the women to come out, get their PVCs, get a political party involved, and vote for the next coming election.
As a SUSU program, which means to speak up and stand out, this town hall meeting has employed grassroots mobilization skills to engage the residents of Dopemu Agege to actively involve in the socio-political development of their community. Reporting for High Impact Television, I'm Esther Kalu.